Good evening, students. Today we will discuss types of resistance welding. In the last video, we have discussed about the principle of resistance welding and just the name of various resistance welding. So first resistance welding is spot resistance welding. This welding process is used for making lap welds. Lap joint, already you have studied? No, you will study in 5th semester, this machine design part, weld joint. So lap joint is the pieces, the two work pieces will be one above the other. When you will see the diagram, you will visualize. Lap joint is the two sheets, the end parts will be one end above the other. And in case of butt joint, the joints will come closer and will be in contact with each other, but no overlapping will be there. So spot resistance welding is used for making lap welds in thin sheets up to a maximum thickness of 12.7 millimeter using the principle of resistance welding. Already we have discussed the resistance of principle of resistance welding. So in this welding process, one end of the secondary winding of the transformer, we need a source of electric energy. So that source of electric power is here a transformer. So transformer has two windings, one is primary and the second one is secondary. So this secondary winding of the transformer is connected to the one end. Secondary winding has two ends. So one end is connected to the upper electrode. In the diagram it is named as E1. Upper electrode which is carried in the movable copper or bronze arm A, and the other end to the lower electrode E2 mounted on the fixed arm B. So in case of all resistance welding, we use a power source. So here we are using a transformer. The secondary winding of the transformer has two ends. One end is connected to upper electrode, that is movable, and the another end is connected to the lower electrode, which is a fixed one. So the metal sheets, two sheets are there which will be joined, S1 and S2, are held and pressed between the electrodes, and a strong current at low voltage is applied. Once current is applied, a resistance is developed. So this developed resistance by the sheet metals to the flow of this current causes heat. Due to this heat, the temperature at the contact surfaces increases to their fusion point, and the weld is completed under the contact pressure of the electrodes. So resistance welding is a type of welding where it is heated to fusion point and at the same time certain mechanical pressure is applied. So this is the diagram which I have told. You can see there are two electrodes, E1 and E2. This E1 upper electrode is a movable type. and E2 is a fixed. It is fixed in a arm B or electrode holder B. In between these two electrodes, two metal sheets overlaps each other. So this is the overlapping portion where the weld joint is occurred. So one end of the electrode is connected to, one electrode is connected to one end of the secondary winding and another electrode is connected to the other end of secondary winding. So once these workpieces set, the electrodes, press them lightly, the current starts flowing, and due to the resistance developed at this contact point increases the temperature, the heat, and welding takes place due to current and pressure. So another type of resistance welding is resistance butt welding. So spot welding is used for lap joint, and as the name says, butt welding is used for butt welding. It is also known as offset welding. It is used to join metal pieces end to end. Here, no overlapping of ends occur. In butt welding, the metal pieces, usually bars and rods of the same cross section, are held in suitable clamps or vices with their prepared ends abutting against each other. Means the two ends which are to be joined, there the end preparation is required. Cleaning and preparing the ends so that the both rods must have same cross section at the end. So these prepared pieces held in suitable clamps, then one piece moves towards the other and they come in contact with each other. That is called abutting. Once they are in contact with each other and the current is on, a resistance will be developed. Similar to spot joint. Here also, once the current is passing through the ends, a resistance will develop. This developed resistance depends on the projected length of the metal pieces and their cross sections. So we have to design the projected length so that sufficient resistance must be generated to provide heat at the joining ends. So in butt joint, the projected lengths are adjusted to give proper weld joint. The clamps either form the electrodes themselves or are fitted with separate electrodes. One of these clamps is rigidly fixed to the frame of the welding machine and the other is mounted on a movable slide operated by a hand lever for large machine or a spring for a small machine of capacity up to 12.7 millimeter. After abutting the ends together, the current is switched on and the contacting surfaces heated to the fusion point. So before abutting, before fixing the metal pieces to the clamps, the projection length is to be adjusted. Adjusting the projected length and preparing the end cross section. Abutting means contact with each other is done. Once the two pieces are in contact, then switch is on, current start passing through the contact surfaces. Once current start passing, a resistance will be developed, and this developed resistance will cause heat, and due to this heat the both ends come to the fusion point. At this moment, when the ends reach their fusion point, additional mechanical pressure is applied by means of the hand lever or the spring attachment, and this completes the weld. A trip switch automatically breaks the circuit as soon as the offsetting is over. Once the hand lever provides pressure, the weld completes, and just after the completion of weld, trip switch automatically stops the flow of current. Butt welding is used for welding of tubes, wires, rods, chains made of metals having high range of electrical conductivity such as copper. So this is the diagram of resistance butt welding. In case of spot welding, the clamps are kept one above the another so that the end have some overlapping portion. Here the stands or clamps are kept on a horizontal level. One is fixed clamp. In case of spot joint also, one was fixed, the other one was movable. Here also one clamp is fixed, the other clamp is movable, and the two ends come together. When they are in contact, the current flows. Similar to spot welding, here also one clamp is connected one end of the secondary terminal of the transformer, and the other end is connected to the other end of secondary winding of the transformer. So once they come in contact, current start passing and resistance developed. Due to this resistance, heat developed, and when due to heat the ends reach their fusion point, additional pressure with the help of hand lever or spring arrangement is given, and the welding process completes. At the same time, immediately the flow of current is cut off. Next one is resistance flash welding. Flash welding is used for joining metal pieces end to end. So it is a butt joint. It replaces butt welding method for welding articles having thin cross section. It is also used to weld thick section, but for thin section it is advantageous than the butt welding. In this method, first the current is switched on, and then the ends of the pieces to be welded are slowly brought closer until they finally come in contact with each other, just like butt welding. Once the ends come in contact with each other, they forces the generated heat. So once they come in contact and current is flowing, so they will generate heat. And this flash welding, the two ends forces the generated heat to localize at the end, as a result of which temperature rises to fusion point, and this time when the temperature rises to fusion point, mechanical pressure, the ends are pressed together or mechanical pressure is applied. So due to these mechanical forces, the molten metal and slag is squeezed out in the form of sparks, which is known as flash. These sparks named as flash. So this welding is known as resistance flash welding. So these sparks enabling the pure metal to form the joint, as the molten metal and slag is squeezed in the form of sparks. This is the reason why this weld joint is better than the butt joint. Two things: because of this flash or squeezing out of molten metal and slag, pure metals come in contact and form the joint, and this disallow the heat to spread back. So heat affected area becomes less. At this moment, additional mechanical pressure is applied by means of the hand lever or the spring attachment, and this completes the weld. So what are the advantages? It is comparatively much quicker than butt welding on account of only a small portion of the metal being heated. The current consumption is less as compared to butt welding, and flash welding joint is stronger than butt welding joint. The end faces of the metal pieces need not be squared because it will be splashed. It will be squeezed in the form of a spark. So you need no end preparation. In case of butt welding, you have to clean the end and prepare the cross section so that they will be exactly similar with each other. Lengths and alignments of workpiece is maintained to a high degree of accuracy in case of flash welding. And disadvantages: during flashing, particles of molten metal are thrown out, which may enter into the slide wedge and insulation. That is why periodic maintenance of machine and replacement of insulation is required. Operator has to take enough care against possible fire hazard due to flashing. And additional stock has to be provided to compensate the loss of metal during flashing and offsetting. This adds to the cost of product. Cost of removal of flash and offset metal by trimming, chipping, grinding also further added to product cost. So this is the drawing of flash welding. It is almost similar to butt welding. Only difference is in case of butt welding, due to the pressure, the mechanical pressure, the ends are joint. But here, due to the contact, the molten metal and the slag at the end of the pieces squeezed out in the form of splash or spark, for which it has certain advantages. Otherwise, it is almost similar to butt joint, and it is used to connect end to end joint. So with this, we have discussed three types of resistance welding. One is spot joint, that is for lap joint of two thin sheet metals. Next is butt joint, to connect end to end of bar, rod, wire, and this is flash joint, which has certain advantages over butt joint, though it has some disadvantages also. With other type of resistance welding will be discussed in the next video.